The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. May going to throw right away. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Panthers at 3-5, 2 games under 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
These 2 teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. May. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
To the air, May. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Second and 3 from the 9. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Go. Throwing here is May.
Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he's got some space here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. To throw, it's May. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll throw with May. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's May. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. And Xavier Legette, he has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Panthers have regained the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Blake, and it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Daniels.
Eluding the pressure right.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He may go.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Blake, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels.
Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's Blake.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
11 yards there, just like last play.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Daniels. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Blake. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Daniels looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
To throw is Daniels.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Douglas, the man in motion.
Here's Daniels.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Looking to throw. Daniels. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And they go play action with May.
Steps away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Pierce in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, set. 18, left, 18, go street. Left thing, 19, 60 Maverick,
They go play action now. May. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it.
And he'll go down at the 28. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and that'll keep this a 9-point game.
And, partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Daniels. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
In motion, the tight end. The final shot before break. Daniels. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
They'll run on first down. Blake.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
79 Broncos. Track at 60. Go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
On 1st down, it's Blake, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they'll shift things around.
Second and 11. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Douglas, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard.
Oh, look at the juke. And he's got this down to the 35.
Play action. May. And he's got Pierce.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
A give up the middle. Hubbard.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set. Head to 60, head to 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
4th down, here's May.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off.
From the shotgun, it's May.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Chuba Hubbard.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Douglas, the man in motion. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 78 yards on the ground for Hubbard as that last run a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, come 19.
Right back to Hubbard.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd and 10. A give, running right, it's Hubbard.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
They'll try and throw for it with May. That's going deep for Bateman. Touchdown, Panthers. Rashad Bateman, 41 yards. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the two-point conversion.
In motion left, the tight end.
May going to try to throw for it.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14.
A run out of the gun with Brooks.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Completes it to Douglas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Alexander. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to get forward for a couple before he is banged down hard at the end.
They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Daniels going to throw for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man down the field. That's Ligon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Throwing here is May.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Panthers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try the left side. Blake.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. 2nd down and 6 now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Blake. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
What a